It's not just stress, and trying harder won't fix it. These are 7 practices that help your body actually feel steady. And you don't need to do all 7. Start with 1. Stay with it long enough until you feel the difference. Here's what I see all the time. You get through the day, you handle everything, you show up, but your body really never settles. And it's confusing because from the outside, things might look fine, but internally, it feels like you're always slightly on. Most people think this is stress, or maybe hormones, or that they just need to take a little bit better care of themselves. But really often what is happening is something a little deeper. Your body has learned a pattern. You stay slightly braced, even when nothing is wrong. So even when life feels calm, your system doesn't fully downshift. So if you want to start shifting that, you don't start by trying harder. You start by giving your body a few consistent anchors, things it can begin to recognize as safe and steady. The first practice is waking up at the same time every day. Not perfectly, but consistently. Your body stabilizes through rhythm. When you wake up at different times, or your wake up time is too unpredictable, your system stays slightly on edge. As you're listening, which of these feel like the easiest place for you to start? You don't need to do all of them, just one that feels doable for you. Let me know down in the comments. The second practice is to eat within 60 to 90 minutes of waking. This is not about dieting. This is about signaling safety to your body. When your body doesn't get fuel, it reads it as stress. The third practice is noticing when you are pushing through. Maybe you are overriding your hunger. Maybe you are overriding fatigue or tension. That's not discipline. That's bracing. And the more you tend to override your own body, the harder it is for it to settle. And this is where something really simple comes in. Tracking. Even if you do this for just 1 week, write down a few things. Write down when you wake up, when you go to bed. Write down when you eat. Write down what you do when you take your breaks. How much time do you spend scrolling? And how does your body actually feel? Not perfectly, just truthfully. Because most of the time we think we know what we're doing, but when you actually see it written down, it's completely different. Tracking gives you a clear view of what might be keeping your body in a braced state. You're not trying to be perfect. You're just starting to notice your patterns. The fourth practice is walking every day. Even just 10 or 20 minutes, this gives your own body a steady rhythm. It's a simple way to reinforce that things are okay. If you can, go outside in the fresh air just for a few minutes and walk, move your body. The fifth practice is creating a clear end to your workday. Not just fading out of it, but actually signaling the day is done. Because without that, your system stays slightly on. So this can be something like closing your laptop and physically putting it somewhere else, turning off the lights in your workspace, or even saying to yourself, I'm done for today. You're giving your system, you're giving your body a very clear signal that you don't have to work anymore. Your day is done. Why this works? Because physical action helps your body to really fully understand that your workday is done. If you do it every day, if you create repetition, the repetition becomes like an anchor to your nervous system and creates clarity. It removes that lingering feeling of being on still. And this doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be consistent for long enough that your body starts to recognize it. This practice is actually very powerful because most women don't have a start-stop rhythm. It's just one long, continuous on state. This creates an internal boundary, it's a signal, it's a reset point. It's telling your body that your workday is done. The sixth practice is reducing stimulation in the evening. The scrolling, the late night snacking, the constant input. Your body needs space to downshift. Without that, you carry that activation into the next day. And finally, the seventh practice is a daily reset. It's not mindset work, something your body can actually feel. Even if you just do 60 seconds of slowing your breathing or bringing your attention into your own body, this is how you can begin to teach your system it's safe to come back. Individually, these practices are simple, but together they become real anchors that your body can rely on. And you'll find that over time, that's what creates steadiness. Not intensity, not control, not consistent pushing through, not even effort, just consistency. You don't need to overhaul your whole life in 30 days. Start with one of these practices. Stay with it long enough until you feel an actual difference. So just to bring this all together, there are 7 practices. A consistent wake-up time, to eat within 60 to 90 minutes of waking, not pushing through your body's signals, walking daily, even just 10 to 20 minutes, creating a clear end to your workday, reducing stimulation at night, and finally, a simple daily reset. You don't need all of them. Start with one. Let your body feel the difference. And if you would like help applying this, I've put these in a simple bracing to steadiness reset kit. So instead of guessing, you have something you can follow. I'll link it down below. And if you want even deeper support, I also offer a 90-minute session where we work through it together. You really don't need to become someone completely new. You just need to give your body a few simple anchors so it can finally learn what it feels like to settle.